of her body. She inhaled a breath of air, and Nick's scent permeated her system. She found her fingers tightening on his shirt as she pressed a little closer to him. The shock of what she was doing stunned her into immobility, and she stiffened. She could have prevented the fall if she'd been more careful, but it had happened. However, her subsequent reaction to this man, who she was supposed to hate with every fiber of her being, was inexcusable. Foolish, foolish, foolish. She would be kicking her own butt for a while for her mistake. She most certainly wasn't going to be able to continue her self-loathing until she extricated herself from his arms. What was she doing? If this was playing with fire, she'd leapt in with both feet and was now scorched. She raised an eyebrow at the man as Nick's head began leaning toward hers. For one moment, she wanted the kiss he seemed about to give her, and then, thankfully, her brain cells began firing again. The shock of the moment had her heart thundering and her stomach doing a little dance. "Let me go," she demanded, her voice coming out too squeaky for it to have any real impact. He stopped, but he didn't look irritated, merely surprised. Maybe he hadn't thought his own actions through and had been going on impulse. His eyes twinkled as he gazed at her. No words beyond their quick greeting and her plea for release had been spoken. She moved while she tried to pull from him. That's when she felt a bulge pressing into the toned flesh of her thigh. Her body tightened even more, and she knew she had to get away. Pushing against his chest, he finally loosened his grip and she scrambled to her feet. Chloe raised a hand, wiping moisture off her face, realizing that the rain had started up again while she'd been in this surreal encounter. Why in the world were they simply staring at each other while the storm intensified? A crack of lightning flashed across the sky, and a boom of thunder quickly followed, making her jump. She took a step back, not sure of what she was doing. Escape was on her mind, but she was stopped by the grip of his fingers on her arm. The touch sent more heat spiraling through her. This so wasn't good. "I'm assuming you came here for a reason?" he said, tugging her back toward him. His eyes were raised as he waited for her to introduce herself. As much as Chloe suddenly wanted to run, she knew her nerves were just a reaction to the unique situation. She was there for a job, and she wasn't going anywhere. Putting her professional mask in place, she tugged against his hold to no avail as she looked down at him. Her aloof attitude had made many men walk away with their tails between their legs. She could handle Nick Armstrong, no problem. She'd been pushing men away since she'd developed early at the age of 13. Men with looks like Nick wanted one thing, and it was something she wasn't willing to offer. "Yes, sorry. The fall startled me, that's all," she began, putting on her most professional smile, the do-not-touch-me smile that always worked so well for her. "I'm Chloe Reynolds, your physical therapist," she said. She tugged on her arm again. He didn't let her go, but he also didn't scowl at her like she'd been hoping. If he was irritated, he'd lose interest. Instead, her reaction seemed to amuse him. A brilliant smile lit up his lips as raindrops slid down the side of her face, making her think of entwined, sweating, naked bodies. She was shocked by where her mind had wandered. She never thought this way. She was busy with her career and her family, two things she wanted this man to have nothing to do with. She didn't have time for men, and she really didn't have time for sex. So why was she thinking of it with this particular man? "You're a whole lot better looking than the last couple of therapists sent my way," he told her. Unexpectedly, the compliment made her glow just a little. "I don't appreciate that. I'm here because of my qualifications," she said to him. He smiled even more. "Uncle Sherman sent you, right?" he said, his eyes not straying from hers. "Yes. Sherman Armstrong hired me for 6 weeks of intensive home care. He said you're impatient to get back to work, that you're a pain-in-the-ass patient, his words, not mine, and that if I can stick it out, I'll get paid